Well, Ursha, it's good to meet you again.
Thank you.
What brought you in today?
Boy, it's just a lot of, it's a lot of confusion at home right now. Between my wife and myself. And it's too much to take right now.
Now, if I hear you right, you said there's a lot of confusion. There are, in your home between your wife
Yes.
and yourself.
Correct.
Okay. You want to say more about that?
Well, it's been a year since I started I decided to I get back in school to complete my master's. And since then, it's the last 1 year been very hectic. I still because the master program is, my work been from the time. My wife is not making anything easy for me. She complains a lot about my schedule. I'm usually not home, and she have to be with the two kids all alone.
So you feel overwhelmed. Are you trying to complete your education, and when you get home, it's chaotic?
Yes. Yes. Well, just a lot of talk. I feel like when I'm not home, she don't like the idea that I'm not home. And when I'm home, we still spend time together and talking about things. She just talk about, most times, she just talk about me not being home.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Well, it make me feel I'm doing the wrong thing, going back to school. On the other hand, it's something that we planned together. And she understood and she kind of supported the idea in the beginning. But it was 5 years ago when they graduated from our undergraduate prospective program. And she supported the program, she supported the idea in the past. And I'm just saying I started last year, you have a different side of how I've seen.
So 5 years ago, you guys planned that you will go back to school.
5 years ago, we both graduated
Okay.
from college, undergraduate.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to that, I've always planned to get a master's. And when we did graduate, she supported the idea. But then we had kids along the way. And that changed, did not make up a lot of things. So she feel like she's doing a lot of stuff at home, and I'm not there to help. And I totally understand that, but this is what I have to do.
What do you understand? Do you agree?
I agree that she
Okay.
does a lot of work. She picks the kid up from sitter. After work, she spends time with them, she reads to them, she do all this stuff,
Okay.
and she kind of take care of the home. I'm not there to help like I used to prior to this program. I totally understand that, but there's a sacrifice that we all have to make. If I have to achieve this goal.
So when you used to help, what were your roles?
Well, it's not so much a rule, it's just we did everything evenly.
Okay.
We communicate a lot back then, and we talk about things, and we were happy, And so we just have fun doing everything together.
So the constant talking and complaining, this is impacting you in one way?
Well, it just bothered me thinking about it. Like, I'm the one empowering my family, the children's a dream, she's there stuck with the kid, doing everything by herself. And I just understand her position, like this again, and then again, I want to do this for my career. also to help our kids, offer them a better life.
So you understand the difficulties she's going through,
Right.
yet you are willing to continue your studies.
Yes. I mean, solid, but yes. I believe that this will help us all. It will help us with a lot of things. Financially, it will help us, and it's just a good example for our kids as well.
How's your relationship with your wife? Other than, the nagging.
It used to be great. It used to be great. I mean, I guess that's some of the frustration right now because we spend a lot of times in the past, prior to this program, we spend a lot of times together talking about things. We go places together, go to movies, we have dinner with the kids. We'll go out and do things. And like the last 1 year, it haven't happened like in the past. So when she think about that, it just kind of frustrates her. But generally, our relationship is good.
So in the past, you guys went places together, but it's been a year now, and you haven't done things.
Well, we still do those things.
Okay.
It just not as much.
Okay.
It's just not as much. I mean, before we have movie with the kids. My women also have movie by ourselves. We go out and do things with the kids. Now it's not scheduled. It just happens when I'm free.
So it's all centered around your schedule.
It all centered around my schedule. I guess that's a frustrating part.
No, that's frustrating for who you.
Oh.
Okay.
She in the kids.
Okay. And you are willing to do what about it?
I mean, it's not much I can do about it. I communicate this with her. My kids are young, but I still, inform them about the difficult times that we're going through right now. I'm not going to be home as much as I used to. When I'm home, I have to get some schoolwork done. I mean, I'm not abandoning them, but they're going to sense like that. They are kids, so they're just going to say, okay, my wife fully understands the implication of everything. So, I mean, she did agree before the end of the program with the workload on her. It could give us some change of mind. Now she wanted to start the program and help her home, which seems like, I mean, it's not an option for me to stop the program right now. It's not an option. I feel like we've already been there a year. We have 1 more year to go. We both can hang in there. So there's not a whole lot I can do right now, but just communicate this to her, we're already going through halfway.
On the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, this is my #1 top priority, and 1 being, not even close. No, don't even bring it around me. How important is family to you?
Family is very important to me. Maybe 10. 10.
And on the scale of the same scale, how important is your education?
My education is important, but I mean, before I put on a skill, it depends. It depends. I mean, I can live without my education, but then I cannot give my family what they need without my education. So it is important.
Okay. So what I hear you saying is, your family is the #1 top priority. Even though education is important to you, you understand that you can go without it. However, at this current time, you cannot afford not to continue the education.
Right. Right. I mean, we just have to sacrifice. We all have to sacrifice because I have an objective that I have to achieve. And with this support, I can get it done.
Now, is the objective personal or is it a group objective?
Well, it's some personal, but it is a group objective. It is a group objective.
You're doing this for the family.
Yes. For us all.
And in this process, it's okay for the family to be hurting.
No, I don't think they're hurting. My wife is mad. I understand that she have a lot of works. She have a workload, has tons of things to do. From work to home, you know, and she have a little time to rest. I agree. I understand that. Emotionally, it hurt her. It's something that I cannot control right now. But I feel like there's something that we talk about, and there's something that we both agree about. And it took me 5 years, you know, to start this process. And the process is 2 years. I've already been through it 1 year. I feel quitting right now is not a very wise thing to do. I mean, I don't want my family to be hurt. But then again, I just see it as a way that we have to sacrifice. You know, we have to give us something for something else. And there's the time that we have to surrender, you know, to achieve this goal.
This is not just hurting your wife or the family, but it's also hurting, impacting you as well.
Yes, yes.
You lack of focus and, you know, say more, go ahead.
Well, yes, I mean, you are correct. From work to school, I mean, I don't spend every single time at school in the classroom. I spend some of the time doing schoolwork, reading, stuff like that. I feel like I cannot do it at home because with the kids in my way, you know, I'm going to lose track of what I'm supposed to do without entertaining things. Some of my work being late or not doing it. Because I mean, I have so much fun with them when I'm home or when I'm around them. And this is the way I can control myself to do my work away from home. And when I'm home, I just want to have family time. But it's not happening like, you know, and they got think of it. The way I imagine it's not happening like that. When I'm home, I just want it to be family time, but she's not allowing that. When I'm home, we argue, we talk about me quitting, we talk about me stopping, but we're still home and helping more. Things of that nature. You know. I mean, not all the time, but most of the time.
That's what you would like to now have to do with.
Excuse me?
And that's something you would not.
Yeah, I mean, I rather us. I mean, it's already bad as it is. When I'm home, I rather us do family things. You know, talk about things. I mean, sometimes we do. Sometimes we talk about things. We talk about family. We talk about improving our family. We talk about going out. We do us go out. You know, with the kids, with ourselves. We have movie night. That's happening.
How often?
Not as much as it used to.
If you was to put a time on it or days.
So I would say happen like maybe once or twice.
You know, day, a month.
In a month.
In a month. You have family time once or twice.
No, well, I mean when we ready to sit down and watch a movie together, like you know.
That happens once or twice.
Once or twice in a month. Cause I mean when I'm home, I get home late, the kids pretty much asleep. when I come in between class, they're at home, they, either studying or just running around the house, playing around. I won't consider that as, I mean, it is family time when I talk about, how we sit down and watch movies together as family.
Okay. So they're a little bigger events rather
Yes.
than just.
Right.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Well, not really. I mean, just thinking about the situation at home is, it had to balance everything that's going on.
Where do you think needs improvement of the balancing skill?
I think I need to be done because I've communicated enough to my wife, and she agreed with me most of the time. But as time changes, people, I don't want to say the change. It's just everything happening on a situation, based on the situation. So we react based on the situation. She will agree once we just sitting there and having a conversation. Even before I engage into this program, she will agree with me like, yeah, okay, this is a good move. Do this, do that. It's something that she will agree upon. But within a situation that she have to do by herself with the kids, it give her a change of mind, like, okay, I need you here and you have to be here, you can be away, That there's something that she knew I was going to be away, but she didn't know how much work she have to do by herself. Being in the situation gave her a mind change, now she wanted to be home. And I mean, it's not something that I can change right now because we have invested time, we have invested money,
I mean, we're getting close to being done here, but I'd like to ask you this because we need to, bring things together here. If there's one thing you can work on, so say let's set a goal, what would that be?
Well, maybe try to do some reading at home instead of being away from home. I guess me being around will help a little more, to help out a little more with the kids and have to be with my family and kind of feel like, that we are married again, that kind of stuff. I think I can squeeze that in, but it's still tough doing that. Because once I'm home, it's like books, work, everything is away. It's just my family.
Okay, so you like when you're at home, it's family and not all the other stuff
Right.
going on.
Right.
Okay. But you are willing to try this.
I'm willing to try to do some reading at home.
Okay. I think that will help a little bit in my view, because I mean, just being there, like you said, when you are around your wife, is more cheerful. So even though you are in your books, the fact that you are at home might lift her spirit.
Right.
And just serving as another set of eyes, just to look at the kids. I think that probably will help. Is there anything else? Okay. And you said perhaps everything would fall in balance once you are completed your program.
I believe so.
How much more time you got left?
Yeah. To do the program.
Well, it is a tough situation, and I don't know how much. What do you think? How much did just talking about this? What's your take from this conversation?
Well, I mean, talking about it is gonna help me to think about how she feel, and also what I need to do, to help the situation as well. I'm a little relief than when I came in. So
Yeah, I can see that. You seems very tense, and now I mean.
Yeah, I mean it is a tense situation.
loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it works out, and I look forward to seeing you for our next section. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.